Ahoy there, hello, and welcome to Satisfactory. So I've been a little bit busy since the last stream, not done a huge amount. I've got a lot of unlocks to do, which I've held off doing because I always think they're kind of fun to do on stream. So before we go and unlock a bunch of Christmas tree stuff and some tech stuff, I'm just showing a few things. So here is a 4x4 grid. I'm kind of wanting to prepare for blueprints, and I'm quite keen to make my factories fairly modular. I'm not sure I can pull it off. I've also gone around and done some decorating just to make things a little prettier. So let's get rid of the Christmas trees. So along the edge of the power station here, we just have sort of an industrial frame design kind of thing along there too. And then yeah, on the barn here, it's not got its roof yet, but I want to continue this kind of beam motif, I guess, across all the buildings in the area. Actually, I should probably do one freeform there to there. Yep, that looks kind of cool. And likewise, this one will be, there'll be a door in the corner, so that won't really matter. Yeah. So on this side, yeah, I think that looks pretty sweet. I've also run a road, which we'll almost certainly go and see one day, but it's kind of far away. I've run a road all the way out to the crystal mines out there, and I haven't done the where are we? Need to do the something like that. I don't have a really good plan for this patterns. Where is it? It's up here. Oh, maybe we'll make it turn right here as well. Go like that. I should probably make them white, just to make them look like road markings a bit more, but you know. And then a normal line. There we go. So yeah, that looks pretty fine. Yeah, so these have actually been running without drama. Off goes the other one. And I've also, I don't want to use all the steel to do this yet, but I've been running beams along the side of the road here with the little pillars, or the little, what are they called? Beam connectors, as sort of decoration, which I think looks kind of cool. And it's not a vast amount of work. I really hate doing a pile of decorating that's going to keep me like just staring at a wall for an hour. I like to break it up a bit. And likewise, I've done a little bit of trim along underneath here with small pillars, just indenting some of them somewhat. Gives it, or keeps that kind of industrial look that I quite like. But it, yeah, and that goes all the way around. But it makes it kind of a little bit more interesting to look at, I guess. So yeah, that's all that. So back at base, I did a bit of a run around, and I've got a bunch of decoration unlocks to mess with. So we will do that. I've got a really dirty encased pillars thing here. So steel now is ridiculously silly belt here. It comes into this refinery, or whatever it's called, foundry, and then a bit of spare iron comes over and makes steel, which gets turned into ingots, or sorry, beams and poles, and then they all pile up in here, and some of them get turned into encased beams as well, because they're necessary for the unlocks. So we do also have 25 printable coupons. Brilliant. So we'll use those. But one of the first things I want to do is just clear the calendar, since it is the 8th, and I saw the 8th the other day. There's 22. 16, 9. Oh, 9. What on earth is that? Oh, a quantum computer. I could have done with those for an unlock for a hard drive that I looked for. Oh, we got the 8, so it is the 9th. Yep, it's the 9th, 10th in New Zealand. Can I find 10? Hey, good job. A Wonder Star. So the Wonder Star is trolling us a little bit. That's alright. I wonder if it's going to give us the 11th. No hint will be given. Not that date. Okay, fine. So I've gone through and I've basically preloaded all the milestones, which I believe you can do. And that should get us everything. Let's see. Logistics 3.
Milestone reached. Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container and enhanced conveyor belt efficiency.
Is it giving us anything else just yet, or is it just waiting? Ah, that may have been patched, whatever bug that was. Goodbye, little drone. I do like the fact that it knows to dodge the tower there. Although it's not really... No, it must be directly in line. That's a massive tower. So that's fine, well and good. We do have a ton of decorations. So I'm going to grab these, and I think we can unlock more Fixmas stuff. Yes, we can. What does that even give us? Does it give us anything? Oh,
we're making a list. We're checking it twice. We're gonna find out who's been selling the spice. Fixmas is coming to town.
Okay. A Fixmas snow dispenser requires a bunch of stuff. Oh, Fixmas lights. We can research those right away. We can get a snowman if we get more ribbons. Okay, fine. This one I think can make ribbons, bows. Yeah, we'll just leave it to do that. And what else? What else are these things even? Wreaths and like groups of baubles. So what make them? Do you make them? No, you do not. Does a foundry make them? Come here. No, you do not. Does we're just gonna have to go through an assembler make them? Yes. Oh, you make them out of bundles of ornaments. Okay. And the wreath, not sure, but I suspect... Oh, I don't have any parcels on me to use to make stuff, so let's just take those out and grab some ribbons. Maybe, maybe not. But Christmas skin... Why is that an invalid customization target? What is basic Christmas skins? I don't understand. Ah, Christmas tree's getting nicer. What can be skinned? Like I was sure it was belts, but never mind. Maybe we just don't worry about that one too much. Pop those back in. Alright, I'm gonna go dump all of our Christmas bits back in the box. Christmas star. Okay, are there any other unlocks? Otherwise we've got a bunch of organisms to look at. We do have a lot of Caterium coming in, but we don't have these elements yet. Don't have plastic, really. So, it's probably fine just to throw another hard drive in the mix. Leave that. We do have 25 tokens to spend. So, there's a bunch of things to do here. I'm quite keen to get... doors. Oh. That's 2. These inverted walls are kind of fun. Gates. Tilted walls. Yes, I can live without gates for now. The barrier is helpful. Roof corner. Yeah, what are we on? 14. Customizer. 19. Transport. Alright, we'll see what that looks like when we buy all of that. So 6 left. Architecture, the frame pillars might be nice. Or quarter. That's kind of what I wanted actually for our bridge element. There you go. Bam. Okay, you're back, which means I can now go and hypertubes power. Alright, yeah, it's going to be one at a time. Fine.
Milestone reached. Pioneers can now store excess power for later use and span power lines across vast distances. Stored power is automatically distributed in cases of low power output. You've got the power.
Oh, I see. You can turn that into Christmas lights with baubles. Oh, that's fun. I haven't been around for the Christmas season one yet. Okay, fine. So we can't do that for now. Another gift tree or two would be good, but that requires us to set up proper production. Alright, Mark III conveyors. Power storage, power towers. Don't really need these yet, but they are pretty handy. They're like massive pylons, and they can be connected together, and you can ride along the power lines using the grabber thing. Much easier. Stackable pipeline, industrial storage. Quarter pipes, which will flick to concrete by default. Walls, good, inverted, and roof options. And doors, which I think I'll just leave on concrete. Yep. Architecture, corner roof pieces. Okay, grand. And the road barrier. The road barrier is very handy for designing and building stuff. Alright. I think... Oh no. Pod returns in 3 minutes. Yeah, that's enough time. So I'm kind of keen to get this roof sorted over here. I have some idea for how to do it. Oh, come on. I'm sort of thinking of having like an angled roof that goes something like, and then likewise, and has like glass roof elements on it, which we can do with not sure why it doesn't want to clip where I want it to. Oh, hey tractor. Oh no. Did I get in the way? I think I did. Hang on, I'm going to move this over here. Oh, it figured it out. Okay, good job. Run. Okay, maybe from this angle. I spend so much time up on these things. That there, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, that works. And what I will do is apply the glass roof to that. Now, if I put this here, is it going to get in the way? I don't think so. How's that rooftop looking? It's a little boring. It's not too bad. And this singular roof here. Kind of want a simple, and then if I can connect it, I'll get rid of the other one in a second. Yeah, that's sort of snug there. I think I can put a walk tower there. Yep. Actually, this might be where it's quite cool to kind of want to check this idea out and put supports under it. Make it a glass roof, maybe. Okay, don't want to get in the way of the cars. Let's see if that... don't know if these guys are going to do that much. Inverted... Not a mega fan of that, I must admit. It would be nice if I had paid a little bit more attention to the centering of the arm in the grid square, but I would like to decorate these all a bit more as well, but for now might... Oh, okay, yeah, this is going to be a 1 meter... like that. And again... Oh, this I need the half-meter foundations because it's kind of awkwardly shaped. So it's kind of not as symmetrical as I sort of had planned. Yeah, what I was thinking is doing like just a little... I would consider putting a pillar down, but I could do something like... Does that look kind of cool? I quite like it. I think that'll probably do for now. Until I get my half foundations, that is. Actually, I have some simple things I'd like to do for decorations here, which is kind of in the theme that we've been going for. Actually, oh, this is actually kind of painful. I've built the whole building centered on not the center. The center is actually going to be a half foundation over along here, which means the center is going to be about here. That is annoying. Free default. But we'll just leave that for now. Pretend it's not a problem. No, I don't know, that looks kind of cool to me. Now, I've got no parcels on the roads. Nope. Okay, we can head back and send our next package off. Come on, didn't quite make it. Okay, I have gone around and upgraded all of the miners to Mark IIs. What I haven't done is upgraded their production to Mark IIs yet. Yeah, why not? So, well, I mean, I sort of haven't upgraded the belts and the processes for them. Boom. 5 minutes. Now, how do we want to do the blueprints? Okay. We're going to put down some foundations for it. Where do we want to build close to? We probably want to build a little bit, like put our foundation designer down towards the back of the base, just because that's where all the resources are that we're going to need to pull out, and also the last bit of flat ground. So and I kind of want to probably put a couple of them together. Really? Come on. Just come on. All right, starting here. Whoop, just totally fall through the world. Okay, we are also going to need to lay out things like this, just because one does end up needing to look down on one's blueprints. So what does that look like when it's at home? Kind of want to line it up with the actual underlying grid, not its own pretend grid. Which means yeah, that grid there. All right. I'm sort of thinking about putting down 2 or more blueprint designers at once, so I can sort of practice stringing together factories. Okay, so if we have... it doesn't matter too much if it's up, I guess, but as long as I can reach it. Oh, steel beams? Okay. I do like the Christmas tree's got a nice little upgrade there. Actually, one of the things I will do is just tear down this. Okay. Oh. Okay, I think we got everything. Yes, we did. Steel beams, yes. Alright. Now, a goal of mine is to grab at least a couple of factories elements. Oh, we may have to be careful about the snapping here too. That works, and we know that will work. Do I want to think about getting 3 in? Half underground, not ideal. Like, this as a factory base wouldn't be too bad at all, would it really? I'll just turn that to face here. Now, it's a bit of a test of skill to get a factory into this, but you know what? I would love the option of being able to go up a little bit more. Like, if we were to go... It actually almost needs to be the 4-meter blueprints after all. Damn it. I suspect I'm gonna have to pave this whole place anyway. Like even where I'm building these jolly blueprint designs are probably going to need to go. And what I'm going to try and design is something to replace everything else that we've built so far. At least a few buildings that do that anyway. Alright, back to square one. So, blueprint designer. I have to go really far up so I can look down. I cannot tell. It's at least is it like that? I don't know why I'm obsessed with lining this up on the grid, but it feels like a relevant problem. Oh, one of the other things I've realized is I probably need to keep the pieces aligned the same way, or I'm going to have to like do some weird rotating. Because I want to build sort of the big factory all at once. Yep, that works. And I will put one here. Oh, concrete? Of course. Why does that roof look... Oh no. Oh, we haven't put the front pieces on. Duh. What are they? Alright. Yeah, well, that's a bit better, doesn't it? Yeah, we've concreted half the world. See what that looks like. Yes. And final one. I mean, does anyone do this? Am I the only one who does this? I hope not. I'd like to think there's precedent and that people find this entirely reasonable. Now, is that... Is it? Yeah, there's the front seam. So I'm going to assume the rest of the seams are fine. For a second I thought we somehow destroyed that, but that's fine. Come on. Just a giant block. Right. just to make it a bit easier to get around. Oh, where did that one go? Yeah, what is? That'll probably do. So now, now's the challenge of actually building on this. Wow, just look at our factory. It's so ridiculous. Is stuff moving? No, stuff is moving. I'm impressed with how backed up all of this is, but it doesn't seem to be making much of a difference for our smart plating factory, which is a bit of a shame. Because smart plating, I think, is, yeah, I've got the sink over there to take up all the smart plating, which is our only source of dumping points right now. But we will resolve that in the future. Oh, and over there, in the distance, you can see the Caterium depot as well. And the trucks running back and forth. Oh, I didn't plan to fall off the thing. I just wanted to jump up in the air and have a look. Yeah. Oh, the tractors, that is. Okay, tractors still doing their jobs. Good. So we do have the Caterium and the crystal there, which means we are in a good place to grow, basically. Oh, we have a. Those I know the 1 meters don't necessarily snap that well, but that is working. Speaking of which, recipes. I need to check the map. Alright, what's it offering us? No, no. Oh, these are terrible. Wow. Crystal beacon. Why would I bother making that? For points to sink, maybe, but... Alright, useless concrete. We don't need. Actually, one of the things I'll do is I'll just hit another unlock in here just to make sure we do have... Boom. Okay. Good variety of
Milestone
recipes.
reached. Fixit Incorporated has processed and incorporated frequent Pioneer requests for pipe-based personal transport. Introducing Hypertubes. Safe, aesthetic, adaptable, fun. Enjoy a view of your hard work as you soar through incredibly tight turns. Build them today. Note: Fixit Incorporated is not responsible for any harm caused by irresponsible use of this product.
Actually, one of the first things I guess we could do is build out. Do you want to do that? Maybe we do. We could build a hypertube cannon. Actually, which way round is it? Is it like entrance stackable? It is the stackable. From memory. Bang, and then... Yep. So you build 2 of these. Like this, so if you want to ever get into making yourself a hypertube cannon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 6 will get us most everywhere for our base, and we chuck that, and then we delete this one from memory. And then we put the entrance like that. And then the final step is to add the hypertube support, which you try to go 1, 2, 3, or maybe a bit more. And usually you go 45 and put in a tube like that. Put in a power pole and go for the power pole Mark 2. Alright, and so this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll save this. Six long tube. There we go. Take all the bits back. Now, this particular design doesn't allow you to, let's just put, it doesn't allow you to sort of change the direction very easily. I'm conscious of that, but it's not the end of the world. So let's see if we can set this one up. Under blueprints, 6 long tube. Don't worry about the weird visual distortion. To the pole. We can go to have a visit. Alright, so over there's our Caterium barn, which we're not going to go to have a look at. But here's our factory, and not Caterium, crystal. Oh yeah, that's working pretty well. Get rid of that. Alright, now we're going to run all the way back over. So 6 is not very big. Could I put the blueprint to fire me back again? Yeah, want to go that way. Oh, well, okay. Oh, and I also really absolutely need to fix all the coal here. It looks really ugly. So that's going to be some sort of conveyancing system. No. There we go. So yeah, I'll probably come up with some kind of raised pillars and platforms to move all of that back. Alright, cool. Hypertubes. That works. So that's how we're going to be able to get around in future once we start growing the base of it. So I think we want to start with thinking about the basics to this base. So if we were to plan this factory a bit, what are we looking at here? Oh, why is that? Oh, don't break yourself. Oh man, they really did not snap well. Are we fine around? Yeah, so there's some funny things that happen with 1 meter foundations, I suspect. So I want under here to have one of these, one of these, so they can then change in style. Oh, let's just say we're going to use hex frames. one of the things I did quite like the look of on a YouTuber's, I should credit him, he was really good. Let me find his channel. There was a YouTuber who did really beautiful compact builds of where are they? Of sort of factories. I'm looking through. Yakez, Y-A-K-E-Z. He had a really cool, quite cool design for a sort of just an entrance area which had a half, like it was a wall halfway across, basically like that, which he essentially just put there, and then I'm pretty sure he would have filled with pillars at the corner to make it look cool. Oh, actually, I'm going to assume that this might be connected up, at least in one direction or two directions. So, if we were to have a logistics floor, what would we do here? One of the things I would want is a space for me to receive all the goods that I would wish to receive. And it might be through through an entrance. Now, can I reasonably arrange a hall? How much space would that require? One of the things I haven't done in a long time is really get to grips with the amount of space that some things require. That, oh no, that. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Wow, that seems so much, but I know. But I know that if this was here, not even an inch. But I also think I can. Come on. No, oh, whoops, turn it off blueprint mode, there we go. I think I can tuck that in a little bit more. Can I? No, I don't think that's going to work. Okay, no, that's good to know though. Alright. Oh, actually, why don't I build myself a MAM here? I'm going to be spending a lot of time in this area. What do we got? Ah, the actual... Oh, the wrong alloy. Iron and copper to make copper. Oh, let's have a look. Can you change that? Oh, you can. That's cute. 250 per minute, 250. Alright, fine. Now I know it's lying to me. I think it's because elements pop through the bottom, so I can't actually connect that up, which is fine because I actually would want that to come down from above. Can I make a pretty sort of mall? One of the things I have seen work quite well is sort of a raised floor, but that's not it, so I'm a little confused how it was done. Oh, and it's so dark here now. I know that there is... Oh god, yeah, no. Yeah, there's this technique. But... yeah. What are we looking at here? We are on the dots for this. Is it like that? Yeah, it is. It is. It's just not quite in the right same spot. And then, in theory, a workbench could go here and an equipment workshop. An internal one could go here if I can fit it in. Hallway down and then a hallway, more hallway of stuff. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, that doesn't feel too clustered or anything, does it? Or sort of stuffed up in some way. So we will put... no, it's not going to like that. It's also way too big. Can we just go with that? Yeah, okay, I like that. That's pretty cool. I might just have a normal wall in here as well. Give me a concrete wall. Is that a different color? It looks a different color. Maybe I'll make them both that color. Okay, fine. And one of the other things I quite like to do is, can we produce where do we want it? If I let them overlap a little bit, then you can't see the seam in the signs I've found. Come on. I sort of think I want to go for kind of an electric blue. Save preset. Blue. Select the image, no image, remove words. Okay, that's looking pretty sweet. So one of the ideas is to sort of have hey, what is one snapping to and the other is not? Okay, control did the job. Okay. Okay, one there. And then to maybe just slightly change the settings. Oh. Okay. So I'm just tapping H to try and jam things in place a little bit. So if we took this slightly darker, would that look cool? There's not much of a difference there. Being weird. Almost had it. There it is. Now if I change this once more. looks kind of cool. And then idea was that seems wrong. M-A-L-L-L. It doesn't really work. If we were to do that, and then just have that, none, no, icon none. Oh, it's not lined up at all. I mean, I made the entrance look pretty awesome to the mall, I must admit. So thank you, Yukis, for your sort of ideas watching your tubes. M-A-L-L. Okay, I'm going to have to come up with another way of connecting those, which I'll save for another day. I suspect what I'll have to do is put in some other items with other clipping points. And what do you reckon? Let me... Oh yeah, the MAM. Alternate solid steel ingots. This is considered quite a good recipe, actually, from memory. So are the solid steel screws. I'm hoping for one of the iron alloys. I think these... Just want to check where that lining up. Okay, come on. Ah! Yeah. Okay. So eventually what I'll also do with this section here of glass is I do quite like the way that you can use the triangles to ramp wall to do things like just set the... Come on. just to do things like that, just to break up the patterns and to give the wall some sort of interest. Probably change the material. Not to the, hang on, material. And look at changing the color too. Did it change anything at all? Yeah, it did a little bit. There's quite a good custom black as well. If I can alright, solve that problem the old-fashioned way. Yeah. So then when you do that and then you add some sort of trim effects on, I think you get quite a smart looking building. Or at least that's my plan. We'll just jam this under here. Seems happy on top. Yeah, and potentially run those blue lights all the way up. Might look quite sweet like that. Just extend it down and then have like the shorter lights all the way down here in a slightly different shade of blue. But that's going to be a bit of a fiddle. One of the things I don't yet understand is how to really nicely display the products here. I can put little signs over everything, and so that would be, but I've seen a really nice job with a really nice glossy shiny floor. Didn't look like the normal middle one, and so yeah, you can just put a little sign over everything. In fact, to me it almost looks like there's a deliberate clipping point right there, right? Then you just walk along and look at what's there and buy it. And of course there are bigger signs to buy. Now, is that all big enough to get in and out of? Yeah, it's a bit dark in here is the only problem, but it's not the end of the world. How's our man going? 4 minutes. It better give us some good stuff is all I'm going to say. Now, if everything's dropping in, how high of a ceiling do we want? Is that comfortable? We're gonna need lighting. And I'm going to need to... Will it do that? Oh yeah, it'll do that just fine. I think that feels pretty good for this size of building. Which means then that yeah, then we just chuck holes in the top there. Now, one of the possibilities is... Is this the center line of the building? I'd like to think it is. Where's that gone? Is it up? Is the sign the other way upside down? That's very weird. Well, does it give us much light at all? Well, that one does. Okay. Oh, that's a kind of interesting idea. On some of them, you could increase the hue just a little bit to give it... to give it a sense that the light strip is like... Oh, no, you can actually see that quite clearly. Obviously the other one didn't stick. No, where are we on? There we go. Actually, there's a bit of blue down the middle of the room. That's kind of cool. There's the door. Oh, really? I know what we can do. Is it overlap still? It's important to overlap so that we get a... Does it go outside? Okay, that looks ridiculous. No. H doesn't go outside. No. All right, one more time for this. Okay. Oh, what is going on there? I think that's just a load bug, to be honest. I think that would go away. I don't like the seam. Oh, yeah, that helps. Of course, my own torch. Hey, why are you... Ah. Okay. Is it because it's a different type of sign? It won't let me... Text... 3... I shouldn't fiddle with this anymore because I don't even know if I'm going to exactly build this. Alternate stator. What is my current steel stator recipe? Ah. I've got like... So usually it's screws and rods. This is poles and wire. 5 per minute. It's very cheap. Alright, we'll grab it, just in case. But I'm going to leave the other hard drives for now. Why is there fog? I guess it's the desert setting thing. Now, where does a wall sit here? Whoops. I want arguably not quite there, but is it not possible? That actually looks kind of funky like that. However, it's way too in the wrong place. It would have to be at the end of like that. But I suspect it would look kind of terrible. Even a window. It's not poking through enough to interact with. And the wall under 8. Okay, that's pointless. would be quite nice to be able to hide some of the workings. However, what I don't want to do is to... I'm surprised it won't let me do that. But I could try and... It is on the line. Using the control nudge to just make that smaller increment. Ugh. Yeah, that's not the right place for it. There? Yeah, I think it is. How do I line that one up? The only problem is you do get these kind of ugly bits in between. It does go to the edge. Oh, wrong way around. Does, yeah, I can rebuild that if I have to. No, too far. So we are lining up on the dots right at the back. Yeah, we are. Do we like the look of that though? That's the question. Like, we don't have many styles of walls. The high plastic walls, what have you, might be a little nicer. And we can definitely do some lighting along here. Whoops. Can we even get the setting under there? it's not doing anything. How can I get rid of it cleanly? Alright, just want to have a quick look at the place from outside, to be honest. Well, the entrance is looking pretty sweet, and I do quite like that side of style wall. That side of style of side wall. That's the only bummer, is that this now counts as outside anything attached beyond that edge. Still bugs me how dark this is in here with the lumen lighting on, but I will be able to fix that. I'm just trying to debate whether or not I want these kind of signs. And one of the other things to ponder is how low we can get certain things. Probably not very helpful. Oh, no more coupons either. Well, it is currently pretty late here, so I think I'm gonna probably leave it there and do some of my own offline tattooing around to try and get this sorted. Well, my goal would be to have a long factory where at least through the middle are the sort of mall goods that I would want. And maybe I have to put some signs down the middle here as well. That's the big ones to say mall. And it should be well lit. I'm kind of wondering, like, just how, you know, lit I can make it. It's funny where it will or won't clip. It depends on whether, it depends whether I'm attaching it to that middle one or not. Okay. Okay. Just conceptually thinking about that. It's not too bad. I'd love some underfloor lighting as well. Let's grab some plates. Not sort of underfloor, but like at the edge of the floor lighting. But how can we do that without them? Oh, we can nudge like that. And I press H. Oh, I did paste, it just did a weird job of it. I'm sure if I was to reload the game, it would be fine. Okay, line it to there, press H. What do you mean? Okay. See, that's the only downside, is you get that little seam. if you dock them exactly like that. Okay, that one can be nudged, but the other one can't. Oh, why is that one not working? What? Ah, can be nudged now. Okay, so conceptually, it could be possible. How does that attach there? H control. H. Okay, gotta look to the edge, press H, press control, and then tap. Okay, look to the edge, press control, press H at the same time. Oh, now I get told this nonsense. I'll do my own. Okay, I actually kind of quite like that, even though this is being a complete bum. Hey. Now I think I can. I understand how to do it now. Get it into the right place. Press H and hold Control, nudge. That looks actually pretty sweet, I must admit. Would this work in some way vertically as a seam? Not as well as I would hope. Smack it blue. Does it count it at that corner there? No, it doesn't. Shift rotate, control rotate. So it can either be kind of on the pillar. Yeah, it's kind of either on the pillar like some Tron-esque edging to the building, or yeah, no, I think that's probably fine like that. If we had this wall here sealing us off a bit, how does it look in here? I can work with that. Actually, I can work with that quite a lot. I think that's really cool. It does mean we have to come through and also do... no. So we have to put this in the middle and then put it there. And then we will have to go... take that away, put that there. So we're holding down control to replace that particular piece. And that would work. We can do that all the way along, no problem. all the way to here. Okay, yeah, I think that's going to be awesome. How many of these are we going to need? Like, I'm going to have to write a list of all the products I would want, and then it would have to continue down this way. One of the thoughts I have is to create a that's not really gonna work. Why won't you? Just because we've put this stuff in a slightly strange place. Would it be interesting to have, so that's the 1 meter. If we got the 1 meter roof, made it glass, can we no, that's all completely wrong. What's that even doing? Oh, it's a 2 meter one, that's why. Can I just... Oh, weird color change. Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing is, can I change the materials here to glass so that kind of doesn't really work. I might be able to make it work. What are you trying to do here? But partly the issue is the roofs are not kind of V-ing properly. Would it help if there was a... Probably wouldn't help. Maybe a 2 meter roof. Why is the 2 meter roof all the way up there? Is it because of the lights? Like, it can't be up there because it's going to be a working floor. Yeah, I'm aware there's some issues and gaps with these lights, but that's fine for now. There's no point in building them out too much, just in case everything sort of fails horribly in the design. I mean, that is sort of what I'm going for. But I suspect it will look a bit poop. Oh, maybe it won't. No. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll put a tower in our blueprint. I suspect the only challenge will be if we have to run production down, but I think it's most likely that we will have this gap here where stuff might come up through the bottom and then spread to the rest of the factory and then come back down again, but I don't think we'll face things coming up where I was that are going to get in the way of the glass roof. No, I want to zoop that. Likewise. I also would like to paint it all maybe arguably black. Oh, come on. Just let me climb. I saw it there for a second. Oh, well, we'll do the containers black as well. All the things are black. And one container goes in. How does that look? Yeah. Alright. Okay, I actually really like that. Actually, that's kind of tickling my fancy quite a bit right now. The way the blue light is, like, once the ceiling was fixed properly, the way the blue light's being reflected around inside the ceiling glass, except for that one, that's pretty sweet. I would have to think of some way of, can I just get a flat roof up above us? No, it's gonna do something weird if I do that. Hang on, try again. No, it didn't do it. It just looks weird. It just looks kind of lame. Okay, yeah, that angled roof, that's kind of cool. I like that. That might be something we keep. And then you can put big pictures, I think, in the middle. So when you do get them, why will it not? Yeah, you can do like that and put a big picture in. And then you just come up and go, meh, what's in the box? Take it. Okay, no, I can't take that out. Yeah, alright, I'm pretty happy with that. And actually what I've actually had a really interesting idea here. Could you put oh, I need quartz. I'll try it without going to get more quartz. Come here. No, down a bit. No. No. Oh, man, I just want to go down. How am I gonna... Yeah, like that. Okay, we're gonna just have to jump up the top floor and then take the floor off. Okay, come on. Alright. Does that do anything for the lighting? It actually, it kind of does. I think. Let me try 6. I really like this actually. This is pretty cool. Yeah. We still kind of lack the correct. There we go. Put that wall in. Production. We had the workshop in here. And that needs its own blooming lights too, pretty much. Whoop. Production, equipment. Oh, whoops, turn it around. If I was to take that one down. Actually it's not completely impossible to have that light up that space. It seems to go brighter in here, or somehow my eyes have got used to it. Okay, I can see myself finding this really cool. Yeah, and the little glass hanging ceiling, that's pretty sweet too. Feel this doesn't really work with this hanging ceiling. Of course. It is picking up a bit of light. It's not perfectly laid out, but yeah, I might trim the whole thing. Yeah, that sort of thing. Okay. It's very late. I've had a lot of fun fiddling around with this. This probably makes for really unriveting content, but what can you do? Such is the nature of fiddly builds. But yeah, so the plan will be probably to put a whole extra couple of floors. The top floor being smelters, I want to say, or depending on what comes out of the MAM, it might be constructors of some variety. Can't go any higher, so that has to be roof level. And yeah, so smelters, foundries, whatever it is up the top, and then further down will be the things that I want for where are we? Come here. No, do I want an inverted one? You get some kind of really funky combinations when you line these up. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so I'll have a fiddle with that. But my thought is that we will... Why are you just changing back? Yeah, something like that would be kind of cool. No. Yeah, but I think if I put the smelters or foundries at the top, then the machinery to produce the items that I want for the kind of mall section can take place below, which would be pretty ideal. Yeah, that's current plan. Oh, I don't know why I'm extending that. That's going to be all special. Yeah. Oh, and everything needs to be... No, not you. I wanted the pillars to be not black. Hang on, take you out. Yeah. Oh, haven't done the side with the walls. Yeah. Okay, come on. It looks kind of spooky. I feel like it needs a more encouraging color in there somewhere. Come inside, spooky hallway. Do I do a thing where... I was just wondering, do I do it so the hallway doesn't start? Like, does it look better when this is cut off, or do I have the full width of the roofs here? If you see what I mean? Like, should these two panels, this one and this one, exist? And in fact, should these two either? I feel they kind of should, or I just don't start the hallway till sort of here, and I remove these three and put... I don't know what there. A MAM. More benches. And it's pretty workable as it is. Yeah, so I think that would work. And then I would need to come up with a fairly coherent approach to constructors and manufacturers along here, and also onto this blueprint, and then the foundries and stuff that are required to feed them above. So it's not an insignificant job, actually. There's a fair bit of planning involved in that one, which I can do, I suppose. Yeah, I think I can. Certainly hope so. And then I got to think of fun things like, you know, like how can we, you know, keep this part interesting at the top. Beams will help. Yeah, and the nice thing about this design is once it is done, I should just be able to plonk it somewhere, plonk the two parts of it somewhere, and then just use, you know, plug in the basic resources. It might even have to go higher. I might have to plan for, I might even put a blueprint or another blueprint designers on top. Not really decided yet, but it might have to go higher so that it can really produce everything that I would want, because I'm not confident I can produce everything as, well, that was handy. I can put everything in as compactly as I would like not as much as Yaku's does, but I think these will look pretty imposing. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, I should go to bed and stop admiring my work. It's been like 10 minutes of me just staring at the pretty lights. So until next time, hey, Christmas tree's looking grand. Until next time, I've been Tiny Pirate. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will catch you again soon. Goodbye.